Build creative confidence. Beat the inspiration addiction. Join the Writer's Gym. At a lot of the group sessions that I'm running in Barnes Writer's Gym, when I meet somebody for the first time and they find that joy of that permission to be in their writing for a few minutes, and suddenly all of those, I don't know which idea to pick, and what if I just go and do the ironing first, and all the other ways we get in our own way are suddenly gone through a warm-up, just like at the physical gym. Everything else isn't the point right now when you're doing the warm-up, when you're bringing your brain and body into alignment so that they can healthily do what you want them to do. By being in that space and time, by giving yourself that, the freedom comes through those circumstances. You allow yourself to be curious rather than let your software go into, here are all the other things I should be doing right now. The focus is there. And partly, yes, it's having the other people in the room. It's having the community. It's having the fact that I'm holding that space and that space exists for you, which we don't have at home unless we're in the practice of creating that for ourselves. Here's how I see brains getting in their own way, even when they've been able to give themselves that. I see a lot of people getting caught up in not what do I want to write, but what does it mean that I want to write? I hear the words indulgent or waste of time or I'm this age, therefore it's not going to happen. And I've heard I'm this age, therefore it's not going to happen from people across the age bands. No exaggeration. We will use our age as a reason to not do things. And that starts younger than we think, and it goes on until we stop. So I hear all of this, and what I wish I could gift that person in that moment is to see the difference between what the thing is and what I think the thing says about me. So let's imagine there's this rock, and this rock is a fact in the world. For example, I want to write something, or I have an idea for something I want to write. And this is a fact in the world. You've got that idea or you've got that desire. Fact. You do. It is. Around that is this sort of candy floss or mist or fog or abyss of, but what does it say about me? And for people who are less focused on curiosity in the centre and are still looking everywhere but inside themselves going, what does it say about me, or what might somebody else think of what I want to do? That takes up an awful lot of energy and a lot of focus and a lot of time. Writing prompts help with this. It gives us a diving board. It gives us something to say to the brain, look, this is the door you're going in through. And it can really help people to get into the zone, even when they are in that space of what does it say about me rather than what is it. But all of this will only be as strong as the realization that there is a different way to feel and that you have the right to feel differently. So again, here's the fact in the world. Here's all the abyssy stuff all around it. There is a Stanislavskian naturalistic acting technique about objectives and obstacles. If you know what your character wants, you know why they say the dialogue they say, you know why the actions that they perform happen, and it allows you as an actor to play them with emotional truth. What I've asked myself over the years when I'm feeling wobbly is to do that. The clearer you are about your objective, what do I want, the less wobbly everything else feels, and the more authenticity there can be behind what you say and, surprisingly, what you write. So, what it's about for me is the right to that interest. I have a thought, I have an idea, I have something I want to write. All of the wobbly, what does it say about me? Do you know what? Even if I stop to stare into the abyss right now rather than get on with the writing, I'd still not know the answer to that until I'd written it. Because a book changes as it's written. As Xavier Aldana Reyes said on the podcast a few weeks ago, we learn more about ourselves and about the book through writing it. You don't do it up here in your head before you start. You do it in the world that only you can create. And that, to me, is a really good opportunity. And the stronger you are in your clarity Not necessarily in your ability, not in your qualifications, not even in the amount of time you have to write, but in your commitment to curiosity. It's curiosity that opens every single door. You've visited the Writer's Gym with author and coach Dr. Rachel Knightley. Production and sound design are by Ashley Lexine, and theme music is by Chris Gregory. To join a Writer's Gym workout online or in London as a guest or as a member, visit writersgym.com or email thewritersgym@rachelknightley.com.